Question 9 is coming from the set theory, and it says if mu is equals to the set of A, B, C, D, E, which is the universal set, and set A is equals to ACE, then set B is equals to BE. Then the question is asking us to find A intersection B prime or A intersection B complement. So let us list all the given sets in the questions. So we have the mu, which is the universal set, then we have the set A and we have the set B. So to find A intersection B prime, we need to find B prime. And what is the meaning of B prime or B complement? B prime consists of all elements that remains after we've removed the set A from the universal set. That is, by removing BE from the universal set, we are going to be left with ACG. So finally, finding A intersection B prime, that is, which elements do they have in common? A and B prime. You can see that we have A and C. So therefore, A intersection B prime is equals to A comma C. And that's the answer for number 9. So moving down to number 10, we have simplify the square root of 27 plus 3 over root 3. This is coming from Surge. And here, this is the solution. So to simplify this, we have the square root of 27 plus 3 over root 3, and it is the same thing as the square root of 27 over 1 plus 3 over root 3. So simplifying fraction, we are going to be finding the LCM, which will be equals to root 3 multiplied by root 27 plus 1 multiplied by 3 all over root 3. So simplifying further, we'll be having the square root of 81 plus 3 all over the square root of 3. And square root of 81 is equals to 9. Then you have plus 3 over root 3. So 9 plus 3 is equals to 12 over root 3. So under sort, we have something we call rationalization. That is, whenever we have square root at the denominator, we are going to rationalize. So the process is by removing the square root at the denominator. And how do we go about this? We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 3. So here we have 12 multiplied by root 3 all over root 3 multiplied by root 3 is equals to root 9, and root 9 is equals to 3. So 3 can divide 12 in 4 places. So our final answer is going to be 4 root 3, and that is it. So moving down to number 11, it says the nth term of a sequence is 2 raised to power 2n minus 2. Which term of the sequence is 2 raised to power 10? This is coming from sequence. Firstly, we have the nth term, which is Tn is equals to 2 raised to power 2n minus 2. Then the question is asking us which term is 2 raised to power 10. Since we are given the nth term, so we can easily equate it with any term. So here we'll be finding the value of n. We have 2 raised to power 2n minus 2 is equals to 2 raised to power 10. Under the laws of indices and with the equality sign, it means the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. And at the basis, from the left and the right, we have 2. So we can easily equate the powers. So equating the powers, we'll be having 2n minus 2 is equals to 10. And this has turned to a simple equation. So simplifying further, we are going to be adding 2 to both sides of the equation. At the left hand side, we'll be having 2n. Then at the right hand side, adding 2 to 10. So we'll be having 12. So we can divide both sides by 2. So at the left hand side, we have 2n over 2 is equals to, at the right, we have 12 over 2. So finally, n will be equals to 6, and that is the answer. Moving to question number 12, the question says, the first term and the last terms of an arithmetic progression, that is AP, are 54 and minus 10 respectively. That is, the first term is 54, while the last term is minus 10. So the question is now find the number of terms if the sum of the AP is 220. Finding the sum of AP, we have two formulas. It depends on the parameters given in the question. The first method is Sn is equals to n over 2 open bracket 2a plus open bracket n minus 1d. So here, if you are given the first term, which is a, then the number of term, which is n, then the common difference. So we are going to be using this method. And the second method is Sn is equals to n over 2 open bracket a plus l, where n is the number of term, where a is the first term, and l is the last term. Comparing these two formulas to the question, we are going to see that the given question we have the first term and the last term, so we'll be using the second formula, where Sn is equals to 220 from the question, then n is unknown, that is what we want to find. Then the first term from the question, which is 54, and the last term is equals to minus 10. So substituting all these parameters into the given formula, we'll be having 220, which is Sn, is equals to n over 2 multiplied by, instead of a plus l, we'll be having 54 plus open bracket minus 10 due to the negative. So we'll be introducing a small bracket. 220 multiplied by 2, that is, we multiply both sides of the equation by 2 in order to reduce the fraction. So we'll be having at the right hand side n open bracket 54, then plus times minus, that make it minus 10. 220 multiplied by 2 will be resulting to 440 is equals to n open bracket 54 minus 10, that gives 44. So we divide both sides of the equation by 44 because we want to find the value of n. So dividing both sides of the equation by 4, we have at the left hand side 440 over 44 is equals to n times 44, or 44n over 44. 44 divides 440 in 10 places. So we'll be having 10 is equals to 44, we cancel out 44, and we have 10 is equals to n. So finally, we can conclude that therefore n is equals to 10, and that's the final answer.